Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, or QNT. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to please hit that like button. It takes about 3 seconds and it does help the channel get recognized more, and it does truly help the channel grow immensely. So I do greatly appreciate that. But now we are going to be talking about some leading factors that are really causing crypto to really get a lot of spotlight right now, and it's really allowing for Bitcoin to break out a little bit. Of course, QNT is sitting at about like $120. We can see it down here on the list. Here we have it at $121, currently up about 9%. But we are going to be quickly addressing the price chart, but we're also going to be addressing a few factors that are actually helping the entire market really kind of move here. So obviously, the dollar, I've been talking to you guys about the dollar throughout this entire week. I'm really kind of telling you guys to watch this over the next couple of days because we are nearing some significant levels. We are breaking out of the 702, but it looks like we are actually hitting resistance before the 702 fib level, and we are rejecting off of it. On the daily, because this is the weekly, on the daily it looks pretty rough, as you guys do see. I'm really hoping for us to break down below this fib level, which is at currently the 618. If we can break down below that and have that similar pattern to this structure from May 2020 all the way to, it was like around like the 2021 timeframe where we really kind of officially bottomed out, but we actually hit the bottom point during January of 2021. This caused a massive surge throughout the entire crypto market, and I'm watching this closely because even now we are seeing the RSI break through the moving average. We are also seeing us have this sort of crashing candle. I know it doesn't look like a crashing candle overall, but this is actually one of the worst dollar candles that we've seen in a very, very long time. Now, if this continues like this, we will continue to see major indices and also crypto continuing to move. As you guys do see, and this is actually not refreshed, let me make sure that this is refreshed for you guys. So as you guys do see, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, and even the S&P 500 are doing fairly well. We do see the Dow Jones is up 730 points, Nasdaq up 430 points almost, and of course the S&P 500 111 points. So this is pretty significant. It's also very good entirely for the market. If we are talking more so about Bitcoin, I quickly addressed this in the XRP video from earlier today, but Bitcoin is nearing some major resistance levels. I'm really hoping that we smash right through them. Of course, that is like around like the 46K mark. We still really want to see about like 48K being tested for us to have that true validation on this entire market to have a nice bullish pattern formation. If we're talking about the Bitcoin dominance level that we are at now, which is 44, it's the highest level that we've seen going as far back as November of 2021. So this level is significant. I do say just approach with caution if you are looking to buy anything right now. Although a lot of altcoins do look pretty good on their USD or USDT charts, like for example, like QNT is still at major resistance, as you guys do see on the chart. So I'm not getting too bullish currently on a lot of my altcoins. I will say this. It's crucial to watch the Bitcoin price charts for a lot of these altcoins, especially even QNT, because as you guys do see, although the USDT chart looks great, looks like we are breaking out a little bit, here you have the Bitcoin price chart, because a lot of the focus point right now is on Bitcoin. We are taking a ton of dominance throughout the market and really kind of pushing it right back into Bitcoin's hands, because right now the focus point is on Bitcoin and Bitcoin's next move, which we should all actually be accepting. We should actually want Bitcoin to have this major breakout event, because we always know that Bitcoin makes the headlines. It's the one that is really kind of pushing retail demand into crypto as well, and this is going to allow a lot more eyes on crypto. So, right now I'm actually accepting the idea that, Bitcoin is the focus point currently. It's not our altcoins, which is why we haven't been seeing a lot of movement throughout the altcoin market anyways. I think it's going to take a little bit of time for alts to actually even get a lot more price action movement throughout them. I know that is terrible to say, and I know a lot of individuals right now are probably like, What, do I actually have to wait a little bit longer? Yeah, you probably do. And the reason for that is because we still want a strong recovery on Bitcoin entirely. And, for Bitcoin to have that nice strong recovery, it's going to take a little bit of time, but this will also bleed throughout the entire market for, altcoins to actually get a lot more focus on them as well, which will lead for, Q&T to have a major breakout event. We'll also see like XRP having a nice price move as well. For the most part, the entire altcoin market, has been ready. Alts have been ready for a very long time, but in order for them to have a nice price action move similar to the 2021 timeframe, so here we have the 2021 timeframe for XRP itself, right? Here's November. All the way through November into, even, April, we've seen a nice upward trend. Of course, yes, we had the SEC lawsuit come crashing down on us, but during this entire time, alts were going absolutely crazy. One that I actually would like to mention was Graph, right? So we've seen Graph. So actually, let me go to GRT USD. So this one was one that really had a nice 2021 timeframe price move in it. So actually, let me find, I think the Coinbase chart is a little bit more up to date on this. So here we have it. So here was, 2021. During December, I had a nice little price move to about like 78 cents or so. Had that little crashing formation down to about like 25 cents or so around that point. And then it did a massive rally, to almost $3. Now, this was in the time frame of little over, or a little under, I should say, 2 months. So it did an incredible price move, and of course it kind of just ranged on. Now we're in a massive downward trend. We're sitting at about like 35 cents, if you will. I'm not saying to buy this or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, during this time, we were watching the major indices and we were also watching the dollar. The dollar was still in a massive downward trend during this entire time, and it looks like we are repeating that entire cycle over again, in a repetitive pattern. So I'm watching a lot of my altcoin holdings, including like Hbar and stuff like that, because we're kind of repeating the same process that happened during that 2021 timeframe. And we do know that with Hbar, we've seen a similar price move during that time as well. Here you have January. During January all the way through 2021 up until like around March, we had an incredible price action move, and we even hit an all-time high of about 46 cents from like, the lows of about like 4 cents. So this did over a 10x, run during that time. And a lot of altcoins also did incredibly well, including even XDC. So let me actually go to the dollar one on this so that you guys can really kind of see it. So here we have, of course, the all-time high, which we, grasped in August. Of course, during 2021, you guys do see, again, the price action move throughout this time. So I am watching Bitcoin closely. I'm watching the entire altcoin market closely because things are leading us to, of course, the same pattern basis that we repeated during 2021. And again, a lot of this is kind of reliant on what Bitcoin does next. I always like to say, everyone really kind of hates on Bitcoin, if you will, if you are an altcoin maxi, which is totally fine. I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin myself, but I do understand the idea that, without Bitcoin, there really wouldn't be an alt season, if you will, until, of course, we are in like a utility market. But I will say this, a lot of my focus is on just finance in general. I'm watching the indices, and I have been watching the indices with everything that has been unfolding with, Russia and the Ukraine. I'm actually very surprised that the indices are actually doing as well as they are today, but that is, like I said, reliant on the dollar. And with the DXY, looking the way it has been for the last couple of days, I'm actually very happy to see this major bearish price action happening on the dollar. And I would say, for anybody out there that is looking at stocks and crypto, this is very good. This is a very good sign, because during 2020, the major leading factor that caused the dollar to absolutely go massively parabolic was pretty much COVID. This is March of 2020. This is when we seen that major spike, and this is also what caused Bitcoin to almost go into a bear market. Everyone was actually terrified during March of 2020 because it was the worst crash that we've seen in a very long time, comparing it to like 2018 to basically 2019, if you will, bear market, because 2020 was the time when we really kind of started to, jump out a little bit. And this led to, the dollar going into a bear market, if you will. And during this entire time, indices and crypto was going crazy. And it looks like we are repeating the structure again. So I'm watching the indice, and I'm also watching the dollars, or the dollar, over the next couple of days, because this will be our sign that we are going to have a nice rally throughout major, stocks, and of course during crypto. So with all eyes on crypto regulations and all eyes on mass adoption of crypto in general, guys, I think that altcoins are ready to really shine. I think that, a lot of the altcoin, focus right now is on Bitcoin and Ethereum overall, which is totally fine. I welcome that. But you guys do see it on the 24-hour, and you also see it on the 7-day, that alts are doing incredibly well. Of course, Waves has been making some major moves on the 7-day span. But guys, so are some OG legacy assets like Zcash. And I told you guys to keep a focus on Zcash. We're seeing XDC breaking out. Things are looking good. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.